Yeah, we the hot shit, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let the gossip blog, who the top is, yeah. Oh, yeah. To the top this year. Headed to the top, on the top like, yeah. We the hot shit, whoa. Everybody stop, drop, then roll. Everybody wanna pop shit, yeah. Are they ever gonna stop this? No. Oh, no. We the hot shit. Everybody coming out of pocket. Everybody gossip. I would rather be the top pick.
Attention renegades, it's your boy kredozetska here. We are back for another Final Gear video, and today I wanted to do something a bit different and something more focused. Today we're gonna do a Snowy showcase. Since right now I have Snowy at 5 stars, which is good enough. I already got her skills up to a decent amount, so we're gonna just look through. So right now Snowy is a demolisher type, specialized in artillery and medium parts. That means any medium parts will work for her. But since we could use the specialized part finder, that shouldn't be a problem. As you can see, she excels in reaction, technique, and stamina. Control and endurance is pretty low, which makes sense because she doesn't really have really high defenses, but she controls really slow. So we're gonna look at the skills. Her first skill is High Gear Weapon of War. Launches an array of homing missiles dealing a total of 1,430% damage to enemies within range and increasing their damage taken by 5% for 10 seconds. Boost crit chance for all units by 5% for 10 seconds. So this is a good support skill. Will help a lot of units that rely on crit for their effect. Well, she herself uses crit, and also Virate relies on crit, and I think it's either Tasia or Rin rely on crit for like a special bonus. Her passive skill, Sweetest Smile, every 15 seconds boosts a random stat for all teammates for 10 seconds when Snowy is on the battlefield. Damage by 16%, crit by 12, evasion by 12, accuracy by 24, crit by 36%, and drain by 1%. Close to 2. That isn't bad, and I guess when you get to 5 it goes above 2%. Our next skill, Passive Pure of Heart. Snowy's standard attacks have a 30% chance of boosting crit chance by 35% for 15 seconds upon hitting the target. Does not stack and cannot be refreshed. Okay, so just her standard attacks have a 30% chance of boosting crit chance by 30%, and that's really helpful for her next skill, which is Little Angel. Snowy's critical hits from standard attacks have a 9% chance of allowing the teammates with the highest attack to ignore the enemy's defense for 15 seconds upon hitting the target. Now this is a good skill, especially when you put her alongside someone like Tasia. Let's look. I'm going to do a showcase on Tasia as well, but she would probably have the highest attack on your squad, especially for single target DPS. So now we're going to look into, we're going to put her in an empty slot because we're going to try her out on her own. As you can see, I have her all 60 gear. I'm still working on modifying it to the next level, but as you can see, she's got pretty good stats. She boosts crit already on her stuff. Boost crit damage, which is good. I may change her reduced damage taken and probably see if I can get another crit damage or something there. She has another crit damage. I may change that boost evasion at some point to get more damage out of her and boost damage, you know. So she has a lot of crit boosting on her gear, which is actually really good. Maybe she can get a different thing on this, but we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the service event to just test her out and see how she plays. And one thing is, I'm gonna use manual so we can get a physical of how she plays. Now remember, she boosts her critical chance by every attack, and also she does AoE damage. So I think it counts every hit. Now the only downside with her attacks is she only gets 6 rounds, even though they're like AoE attacks. But since the AoE attack, that means you're getting more hits, and as you can see, I'm getting the boost Little angel boost is in. Pure heart boost is in. Just as simple as that. Every 15 seconds. Now, I may try her in a harder event so we can actually see her in action. Now, the good thing about Snowy is you don't have to worry about being in the lane of attack or the eye of fire, because she can attack you from anywhere. And with her super special, you get an automatic boost. Look at all these boosts she activating. Just her alone activating all these boosts. And one thing about her, you can't attack from anywhere. Like, there's a range to her attack, so you really have to still kind of be kind of close to your enemy when you're fighting. So you can see I still have to be sort of close. Even if I'm like right here, it may miss. Right here, pretty much they have to be on screen. Because even this is just like the range. Like, they have to pretty much be showing on screen for you to hit them. But you're not hitting anyone off screen. Now, I really think she is good for more of... She's a good support, and she's also good for more like a large scale enemy attack type of situation. So when you use her, you shouldn't really have to use her as a main thing, but mostly as just a support. So you shouldn't really have to play with her manually. She's very easy to play with. You don't really have to do anything. You can just stay out of the attack range and just let your tanks or your strikers do all the damage. Keep in mind, you have to reload. So you can't just be up there like your Tasia or any type of melee striker or anything. Or even an SMG type of attacker. So you can see, it doesn't take that long for her to get her boost. Like, she really gets her boost very easily. And if you're critting all the time, you give yourself a higher chance of getting a super attack, for getting her boost, her crit boost and all that stuff. Look at that, man. She's just destroying me. I'm doing about what, 18k a hit? Yes. Now, she's a very good unit, I must say. She has helped me through all of the beginning game. But I am seeing where she's kind of falling off in the endgame content, especially when I have to move around a lot. But she's still good because she can still attack when when everyone else can attack, when you have to be out of range of attacks. Now, going back to the hanger, we can take a better look at Snowy's mech, which is more for a mid lane type of opponent. So she wouldn't be up in the face. So she's a good support for your strikers and your defenders. More likely she'll be helping your strikers. So this team, what I have her on with Rin and Tasia, is good because she will be boosting their crit the entire time and boosting their ability to push past defense. This team would need a healer, which will be good for this team. As you can see, the stats for her, she excels in HP and attack, but very low defense. And that is the problem. That is weird. That's why I say, like, she's not really a tanky type, and how she doesn't have like the best speed or control. Keeping your distance is the best thing to stay in range, out of range for this type of character. Well, okay guys, this has just been my quick showcase and review of Snowy, so you can see how she plays, how she feels. My vote on, so even though she's a top tier character, even though I don't follow tiers, I like her utility, but I don't really like her as a character and a mech. So the only reason I would use her is because I see a good use for her with other units, you know. But Snowy's a good character. It's a great character to start off with. You can pull her in the beginning of the game. You can actually get her mech at the beginning of the game. So if this is someone you want, if you want to follow the meta and you want to start off strong, this is who you pick. You can also pick Virate or Elizabeth, but those two, you can get them other means and you can farm their mechs and all that stuff. Snowy, you can't really farm her at all. So you have to get her up from summons and points. So I want to thank you guys for watching. At these my renegades, and it's your boy kredozetska. and peace. I'm out.